What's up, guys? My name is Amari Gandy. I'm an up and coming model and actor from Monticello, New York. On my free time, I just like playing basketball, going to the gym, anything to just stay active. And I'm also a wine and sneaker enthusiast, so I'm always open to taking some Moscato. So, what made me fall in love with modeling and acting? Um, I would definitely say the competition because I'm someone who's very competitive and is always willing and wanting to compete. So because the industry is so massive and there's so many people going for the role you're going for, going to the show that you want to be in, I just love, being able to work even harder to get to that spot. Along with getting into the character, breaking down the script, you know, telling a story with that character, telling a story with the modeling through the clothes, through my poses and facial expressions and body movement, just being able to, everything as a whole. I just love the process of it. Even though it may get stressful at times, you may get a little too hot at times, but I feel like the journey is worth it, especially when you get booked on that casting call. You see yourself on the big screen, you see yourself in the magazine. I feel like it's all worth it. And, because the industry is so massive, I feel like the hardest part of my career was getting more callbacks and growing my brand as a whole. Because, it's, you're going to submit so many casting calls a day, and after a while, you may just keep doing it and doing it. You feel like, well, nobody's calling me. You know, do I stop? No. Just keep going. You don't want to you don't want to get yourself down because you're not receiving the amount of callbacks that you want to receive. Just stay disciplined, stay motivated to keep sharpening your skills. Keep practicing those monologues, keep practicing those run rate turns, those poses. Just keep practicing and keep sending in those auditions, and then eventually you're gonna get it. So I don't let it derail me or put me down. But because the industry's so massive, that's why it's one of the hardest things to get, especially when there's so many people going for the thing you're going for. And it just makes me want it more, honestly, because a no is a one step closer to a yes. So I'm always practicing my skills because I can't let nobody get ahead of me or be better than me, because I'm not going to take that lightly. I would say my proudest moment in life was getting my first agency contract from Model and Talent Management through the John Casablancas training course. At the time, I was going through something personally, mentally, and it was something that I was kind of lost and confused. Like, I didn't know how to really go about it. So, to keep my mind, from wandering, I'm in the gym a lot more than I used to be. I was in there 1 or 2 times a day, you know, 3 hours, just keeping my mind busy, going to shoot around at the court. And then I'm coming right back home, hopping online, going to, the training, learning how to put on makeup, learning, proper skincare, proper footwear for the runway, my 3/4 turns, my half turns, my posing, my how to work on my confidence, chest out, back straight, chin down, 90 degrees. I'm working on all of that. I'm practicing it in the mirror every day before work. I'm just doing some poses. Maybe I'm doing my different facial expressions, different things with my hands, I'm telling a story. Working on a monologue. I'm making my own monologues, just rehearsing that, trying to get in a character, trying to flip that beat. I was just working so hard to get the contract, like I was competing. I just, it was something that when I got it, I felt like I was able to almost catch my breath, like slow it down a little, you know. You got the contract, you know, you could take it easy, slow it down. It made me feel more at peace. Um, and along with feeling grateful and proud at the same time that I was able to do that, you know, after hearing, you know, you might hear some laughs like, oh, oh, you're being a model? Oh, well, that's okay. Or it might be another phase, or, you know, it's just, you know, you're always going to have the doubters and the haters. But, you know, it definitely didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do. And it just made me even more determined once I signed the contract to take it to the next level because, you know, just signing a contract doesn't mean, oh, yeah, they're going to hand you jobs. Now you're going to be in this, and this feature film. Nah, that's not how it works. You got to audition now. Use those skills that you was taught to submit some self-tapes, to go to the casting calls, the runway shows, and do a runway walk. You know, you gotta use that training now. Get those callbacks. So it's definitely feel my proudest moment in life. And my advice for new actors would be to, before you really get into it, just sit down with yourself or even a loved one, your family, friends, and ask yourself, is this something that you really want to get into? You know, are you willing to maybe take an hour drive, you know, to the casting call? Or, you know, am I willing to put in the time to do the training, to practice my footwork, to maybe get some more clothes, get your portfolio up? Are you willing to put some of that work in to achieve your goal? Once you figure that out, just start betting on yourself, you know, build that portfolio up, you know, maybe take some workshops, some acting classes, join a Facebook group for actors where you're um, meeting up on Zoom once a week, practicing some film scenes, you know, to better each other. You know, for me, I did an acting class. I did the John Casablancas training. You know, I'm learning, you know, the makeup, the runway, the modeling. I'm learning how to read a teleprompter. The acting class, I'm learning more improv. I'm learning how to use my facial expressions more to tell the story. You know, I'm learning, you know, the script analysis, you know, how to break down each line in the scene. You know, it's just so much you can do to better your craft and sharpen your skills. So once you know that for sure that you really want to do this, just go for it. Start looking up, you know, all these places and groups. You know, start looking on the apps. There's some stuff on the apps, the training courses that you could go to. You know, anything to make you better. And one of the biggest things I would say is be teachable. You know, be able to take constructive criticism, because there's a lot of people who think they're, you know, Robert Downey Jr., and they think they could just make demands and not listen to the director when they want them to do something specific instead of what, you know, the line says. And, you know, once you feel like you're too good for them, you get kicked off and they're hiring the next man up, you know. Um, so, you know, just be able to be teachable. Listen, just somebody who has 100 years experience and someone who has 1 year experience, you can learn from both. You know, you can learn something from someone who started in the industry yesterday who might have learned something you never even knew. You know, it's just always keep an ear out, always be mindful of, you know, what people are, you know, advising you to do. You know, you don't always have to follow through with it. Just, you know, be mindful, try it at least. You know, my biggest inspiration would be Kobe Bryant. He's also my favorite basketball player. I got a tattoo This quote, it says, "Heroes come and go, but legends are forever." And that translates to modeling acting for me because I want to leave a legacy. Do you want to leave a legacy? With you want to leave something behind doing with your doing what it is that you love doing, and that for me that's modeling and acting. So I want to leave something behind that I'm going to be remembered for. I'm going to casting calls to be remembered. I'm going to the runway shows to be remembered. Whether it's the look, the aura, just the personality, the smile. I'm just everything. The skills. I just want to be the best. Again, the competitiveness. I want to strive to be the best and leave a mark anywhere I go. You know, um, and like Kobe, just putting in work in hours before practice, hours after practice, first one in, last one out. That's something that I want to continue to do in my life, not only just with modeling and acting, just with everything as a whole. I want to have that work ethic that I'm gonna be the best here. There's not You can't outwork me, and we're gonna see why. I'm gonna show you why that I'm better than you. Um, and three words to describe me would be tranquil, confident, and entertaining. I'm tranquil because of my personality. I'm calm, peaceful, you know, gets mellow in a way, and don't get it confused with the confident, because that comes into play, and I feel is a big factor in modeling and acting, because without confidence, I don't think confidence, you're not gonna be able to take it to the next level. It's something that you're gonna have to build over time if you don't have it already. And I feel like I had it, in the beginning. I'm going in there like, you know, I'm gonna ace this scene. I'm gonna give it, the best that I do, the best that I can, because I'm me and I'm better than them. So I'm going for this role. I'm gonna get this role. I'm gonna do this walk, and I'm gonna be the best male runway walk on this show, on this audition. So, that's always my my mindset. And then entertaining, because I'm always gonna try and make you laugh as well. There's a time and a place for that. You might be down. You're always gonna end up feeling better. After a conversation with me. So yeah, I'm always looking to be, you know, not to start a show, but entertaining in a way, make everybody feel better. Let's see, does my family support my acting and modeling? Yes, they do. Once they saw how serious and determined I was to go an hour, 2 hours to the casting calls, stay a night out there, have a meeting with somebody, going on, across the map, just to go to different events and showcase my skills. Once they seen how committed I was, they was even more on board. They would just promoting me, and motivating me as well to stay on top of it, keep going. Every step of the way they've been there. Would I do steamy? How do I feel about doing steamy scenes? Um, I've never done it, but I'm open to it because I want to be a very versatile actor and model. So I'm very open to putting myself in uncomfortable situations if I was uncomfortable with that, um, and to challenge myself. That and steamy scenes in particular, I would say I'm not uncomfortable doing. Um, Same with being a body double or nudity. I'm not against it. I haven't looked into body doubles a lot, so I think it's something that I want to try to work on more to get more of an understanding and more training on. Um, but I definitely would be open to it, and nudity as well, because like I said, I want to be versatile. Um, my top five best actors would be Johnny Depp, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Angela Bassett, Michael B. Jordan. And what's similar with between all of them is their versatility. You know, they their range of acting. You're gonna see some in some action. You're gonna see them in some dramatic type of feature films, and that's something I aspire to be. I want to be a little bit in everything. Comedy, action, drama, romance. I want to be the best at each one of those and challenge myself. So I feel like, and I always watch those five in particular. I just love each and every one of their work. As long as there's plenty of other actors and actresses that I love watching, but those five I really enjoy watching. I feel more inspired watching them, in their work. My most embarrassing modeling experience would be I was in the middle of a photo shoot. I'm on like my second outfit, and I'm doing my poses, and then my mind just went blank. So I'm like sitting there holding a pose, and they're like, all right, let's switch it up. Let's give me something else. So I'm like this, and then my mind went blank, and I'm like, I'm started doing poses I did already. I'm like this, and I just went lost, and for me that was really embarrassing because I felt like it was really unprofessional of me to not be on point with my transitions. And it's not the end of the world, but I'm very hard on myself. That's something that I really worked on even after that. So it's not as I don't have those moments. But the photographer helped me out. They gave me some more ideas. Then after that, we got more fluid and we finished the shoot very well. And I'm grateful for the photographer. And you're always gonna find people like that in the industry willing to help you. And that's something I'm very grateful for, and that's something that I really enjoy, that you can be able to find people to help you grow. And yeah, it was an embarrassing moment, but it happens, and you gotta fake it till you make it. If I'm on the runway, I trip up. I don't want to just stop and stand there like a deer in headlights. I'm gonna keep walking, act like I never tripped. Yeah, some people are gonna see it. Maybe the whole world's seen it, but it's all right because I played it off. I faked it till I made it, and we finished the show. Still showcase, the wardrobe. I may slip up in a scene, may forget a line, and that's all right. They're just gonna redo it, breathe, get through it. It's all right. We're messing up. Not everybody is perfect. Um, One thing I thought I knew before I started acting, I thought when you're starting, you had to travel to each and every audition and casting call. And for me, being a little out the way of the city, of the main, areas of the castings, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to travel 2 hours every day after work, just to do a casting, and I might not even get it, or I might want to go to this Marvel casting, but it's in Houston, so I'm gonna have to fly to Houston, do this casting call, fly back, and still make it on time for work, and I'm spending all this money on travel, but it's really not like that at all, especially when you get an agency. A lot of times the agency just pays for the travel fees, so that's something you don't even have to worry about, and then you only accept jobs that really are local to you. If you get something that's further away, just make sure you know you pay for the travel at least, because You don't want to be paying all that money to, you know, go for an audition that you really don't want to go to do, especially spending all that money. And my current goals is to be a major box office star and to be one of the most successful models in the world. And that's a big those are big goals, but I'm very determined and eager to get there. You know, always keep your list of goals, whether it's short term, long term, or both. Always just keep some goals to keep you going and keep checking back. How far am I from this? What do I need to get to this goal right now? What can I do to make myself better so that I can get to this goal? And in 5 years, I see myself probably living in a city, closer to all the talent and audition or castings, as well as I see myself being a star or co-star in a feature film, and I also see myself modeling for a major fashion brand. None in particular, just one of the heavy hitters I really want to have the experience and pleasure of being a part of. Now, Talent Inc. is it's a program to help build up and coming talents to expose and showcase your skills to the entertainment industry and to the agencies and managements that attend the Talent Inc. I did it last August. It's probably the greatest experience I've ever had. Um, so when I went there, you're not just there for a day. The show is one day where you're showcasing what you want to do, your skill. Mine, I did a film scene and I did the high fashion runway and the sports swimwear runway as well. So you have one day for those shows, and the whole week you're in these workshops from other industry professionals learning about, you know, how to network, how to build your brand, how to be a better actor, be a better model, how to properly, turn and walk in the runway, how to tell a story more with your body. It's something you learn from each and every one there. And it was just I my hand couldn't write fast enough for everything they were saying. So yeah, my notepad was definitely filled up from that whole week of workshops with some great minds and great people. Not only just the professionals, but the other talent that was there. Just a great group of talent. And my reason for going there was to build my brand, get another agency, and put myself out there more to get known by the other agencies there, whether they want to speak with me and have a callback or not. I just want to make that mark so that they remember me. And I definitely feel like Talent Inc. Gave me what I wanted. I felt like I learned even more than I was going to learn, within the industry from, their life experiences, the professional experience, and just everything. It's so much that you can learn. I would recommend it for anybody and everybody. Even if you did it already, I would recommend, doing it again, because going back there a second time, you're even sharper and you're still going to learn even more from other people. It's just an opportunity you shouldn't miss. And my greatest moment, um, I would definitely say it was at Talent. Just taking the risk of, you know, my first time traveling by myself, really. Just taking a trip, going down there under the impression of it's really just a business trip. Just rehearse your lines, get in there, do what you have to do, get out, and hopefully we get to talk to some agents. You know, it was much more than that. Met some great people and some very talented and gifted people, and I was amazed at how many other people was there and how I connected with everyone there. We all connected with each other very well. We all enjoyed each other's presence, you know, on and off the stage. You know, it's something that, you know, I will always remember, and it would always be in my memory, and I would always cherish that. Um, and it's something I definitely would want to do again. But you know, I appreciate y'all for listening to me. I appreciate Joyce. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to have this platform to speak to up and coming models and actors, as well as people in the industry, being able to, you know, tell you about my life experiences within the industry and why I love doing what I do. And hopefully, you know, everybody learns something from this, you know, whether you've been in the industry 100 years or one day, you know, I hope I could, you know, inspire you to be better, work harder, be more disciplined and determined to do what you have to do. And the people who want to get their foot into the people who want to get their foot into the door, I would just say, don't quit on your dream. And you know, because a dream means nothing if it's left on a pillow. And always be the hardest working person in the room. So appreciate y'all and thank you.